Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Channelle. For those of you who are new, welcome. Please do make sure you're subscribed and you've clicked the notification bell so that you're up to date with my new videos. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how a lot of cult-like churches manipulate the destinies of their members. For those of you who haven't watched my testimony about how I was in a church for 8 years that had cult-like tendencies, please do go over to watch that video. But if you cannot, let me just give you a little bit of a background as to why I'm making this video. I actually didn't want to leave the church, but I had been praying and seeking God for myself because I was going through some things anyway, personally. And so that led me to really start praying and seeking God for myself. I started to notice some things. I would start to feel very uneasy, unsettled in these services. And so it led me to take some time to really seek God for myself and see what he was saying about this whole situation. God did eventually tell me when to leave. And even at this point, he hadn't revealed to me exactly what was going on. All I knew was that there was something off that didn't sit right with me in my spirit. It was after I obeyed the Lord to leave, that is when he opened my eyes to show me a lot of things that were happening that were not of God. This was 3 years ago, and it's only now that the Lord has released me to speak about these things. God is really not playing. He's really not playing with his people. He wants his people to come back to him, because judgment is coming, and we all know that judgment starts in the house of God. I'm going to be sharing with you a lot of the things the Lord opened my eyes to see, and this is one of them: how they manipulate destinies and how they destroy the destinies of their members. Many cult-like churches are into other stuff. When I say other stuff, they most likely started off very well with good intentions, but along the line, somewhere they compromised. And now you see that there is a satanic agenda at work in these churches. The enemy is out to kill, steal, and destroy. John chapter 10, verse 10. A lot of things that happen in cult-like tendency churches do tend to eventually kill, steal, and destroy from you. He will delay you in fulfilling your destiny. And how he does this is by taking your time. And so what you're going to see in a lot of cult-like churches is that they take your time that is meant to be spent in the Lord's presence, seeking him for his will for your life. He takes that and he replaces it with so many church activities. And the manipulation here is that you will be thinking that you are serving God because you love him, and because, is blessed to serve, blessed to give, right? But the satanic agenda behind this is so that you are too busy to ever really fulfill the true will of God for your life. What you will see is many great people who have great potential, who are doing great for themselves, but when they come into these places, their destinies, what they were doing, shuts down. What they are doing, they don't do it anymore. The passion, the zeal, the hunger that they had to really fulfill their talents, their skills, diminishes. And instead, they're now pursuing the will, the vision for that church. Let's say being a footballer was God's perfect will for your life. He is now going to want to abandon football in order to pursue the vision for this church. And a lot of the times, if you do this well in these cult-like churches, you will be made a pastor, you will be made a leader. But it was never God's original perfect plan for your life. And you will never be able to know what God's perfect will for your life is because of the amount of time that is spent. Another way they manipulate destinies is to make you feel bad, to make you feel guilty for doing something outside of the church. Remember in my time that if you had something going on the side of church, it was looked down upon, it was even preached about, and you were made to feel very guilty plenty of times. Because I used to do a lot of things. I think I had a radio show, I used to blog and stuff like that, right? But a lot of the times you would be made to feel like you are doing these things for recognition, or you're doing these things for attention. It was never a positive thing, you know? And this is a way that they manipulate you into thinking that whatever you do outside of the church is wrong. And as a result, you stop doing that thing that was actually what God intended for you to do. If you had kept going, you kept seeking God, kept pursuing God, you would have gotten far. You would have been fulfilling your actual purpose. They manipulate this by making you feel condemned, by keeping you so busy that you don't even have the time to pursue what God originally intended for you to pursue and to do in life. A lot of cult-like churches, though they may be preaching from the Bible, though they may be living Christian lives, a lot of the times they are into other things, meaning they dabble in other things to get the results that they want. They're serving a god of mammon, and so everything that they do is centered around themselves. You will not think that, but that is what it is. The satanic agenda is fulfilled when you are in these places using your energy, your resources, your skill, your ability, your talents, your gifts, your callings for that church and nothing else. What they will do is lay hands on you and impart you, and the more they do this, the more you are going to be subject to that church, the more you are going to be under control of that church because of the things that they are doing in the background. Pray. You need to spend and seek the Lord. Spend time with the Lord and seek him deeply. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please do make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.